In this video, we have more Naruto Storm Connections gameplay, guys. Ranked gameplay with a live Minato and the fourth Raikage. Now, I only have these two fights, and then one, two, three, four, I think 5 more fights after this, and then it's done, guys. And then no more new series, probably ever again in any Storm game. I'll try to, I say that for my own benefit, right? Like, if you ever see me doing it again, I guess I might, but honest to God, truthfully, it's, I just, I just don't want to. Did you see that? That is the creative jail with the air combo with so good. And he did a great grab there. I love it. I always love it when my opponents play well, as long as the connection is good. I have been 99.9% consistent with that my entire life in the maybe 10 years that I've uploaded Storm gameplay, because I took about a 3-year break, right? So I've been doing it since the games came out, and maybe about a year after Storm 2 came out, right? So a long time, a decade of this. Here we go, hollow stepping, cool, right? Because everyone knows if you can hollow step, then you're really skilled. That's very sarcastic. Who the hell cares about hollow stepping? It's not that important, especially online. Offline, yeah, I could see an argument for that, but even that would only increase certain things that you do a certain small degree. For the risk of messing it up online, no one should be doing hollow steps. Like, that's a whole different it's not even an argument. It's just a discussion that people don't know. It's like anyone you see online doing hollow steps is actually not a good player. Like, I hate to say that, but it's true. And the reason why is because, like, a player that plays to win will limit their risks as much as possible to maximize their benefits. It's all about risk and reward, right? But there's a way to do that in a skill-based way. I feel like hollow stepping is kind of more like being fancy and flashy for a very small risk that's not really necessary. Hopefully you understood that. If you didn't, I can make an entire video on that maybe, but at the same time, I'm just tired and I just don't care anymore about any of this stuff. I'll be honest with you. So it's just all rinse and repeat. It's all very boring to me. I don't have a challenge in anything or anybody at all. A lot of people say, well, but these players. I'm like, dude, I've been around longer than any of those players. I've played a lot of those players in the past too. I'm not sure if they've told you that or not. And I just don't care, because they're going to learn a lot more from me than I will from them. And anything I learn from them will automatically be just uploaded and learned into my database. And then I just become stronger. What happens when I become stronger is I become even more bored, even more lonely, and even more isolated, because there's nothing and no one here for me. There's no experience I can have that's unique, fun, or interesting. That's why I try to break things down to the most basic things, so that I can actually enjoy some level of these games. So I just do everything I want to do on my own. Look at that. Did you see that? Fearless, 100% fearless. Teleport, grab. He could have hit me with whatever he was hitting me. I didn't even press the sub button. Because you have to challenge yourself. It's not about winning all the time. It's not about being the best or being the best all the time. Anyone can lose. There's no one that can win every single fight all the time. You can get close, but that's not the point. The point is not all these, it's not about, yes, you want to respect your opponent. You want to acknowledge that you have an opponent. You don't want to be cocky and just think that you're better than your opponent. This is never the way to do things. But you also can't lie about and be timid about how skilled you are. You don't have to be boastful about it. But the reason why I mention certain things or why something is good or not good is because not very many people play in a really skill-based way. Here we go. This is very good here. Excellent grab. Not many people play in a skill-based way, and I would love to see more people do it. Not because it's the better way. Is it the better way? Probably. But that's not really the reason why. The reason why is it's the better way for you. You will enjoy it better. You will learn something really valuable and meaningful. Look at this. Did you see this? Look at that. The tempo changes and everything. That was a leg spike for sure. That one little thing, it stopped. But what are you going to do? You know, there's so much to talk about, but I mean, does it even matter? Like, I know some people pay attention. It does matter, but like, I mean, a lot of times it feels like it just doesn't matter. Like this guy, for instance, I really thought he was annoying with how defensive he was playing, but I acknowledged that he was a good player. Okay. He was good at what he was doing and he was good at the strategy he had. And that's perfectly fine. But the reality is, a lot of these people end up having a hollowness to them, an emptiness to them. And that's why things are boring and things are very repetitive. And people can't see the nuance in the things that have nuance, right? And then it's very weird. It's like double think and like up is down and down is up and left is right and right is left. Like, one day and the next day it's something else. It's a very weird society we're living in. When I was growing up, this never was the case. Everyone knew which direction was which direction and what was what for the most part, and people learned about that. But now people's minds, people like zombies, bro. This guy hated my guts. He sent me a message. Don't send him any hate mail. I don't care. Like I don't care. Like, it doesn't bother me, but I just want you to know what it is. This guy was pretty damn good, actually. It was interesting, but I still don't think he was on my level. And I don't mean that in a cocky way. I mean, he didn't really understand what I was doing. He called me a spammer. I don't even remember, like, a bad player. He hated my guts. I remember that. That was the impression that I had. And very interesting stuff that he thought that I did not deserve my wins. Look at this Naruto support he's using. Look at the Rasa support he's using. Two of the best supports. Like, it's kind of like, I don't even know how to explain it. My team and the power that my team has and the capabilities that my team have is less than 50% of what he has. If I had his team and he had my team, I would destroy him so hard, bro. I'm not even going to lie. As long as I practice with it a bit and understand it, it's just a much better team. Even Gaara, Gaara's defense is insane. Do you know how much work I had to put in, extra work? Look at this pinning me down nonsense. I had to put in so much extra work because he knows all he has to do is stand still. I had to put in so much extra work to damage this man because his defense is so high. Watch the damage. If I can get to a point where I can actually damage him, he's switched off of Gaara. Well, even Rasa as a main is disgusting. Luckily, we got away from that Naruto, right? So this is the thing. People say, like, runners or something. Not that I'm running at all in this game, but I avoided that Naruto support. It's like they want you to hit the support. Like, if not, they'll call you a runner. It's a very weird mentality. It goes beyond, like, it's just really stupidity and ignorance, right? I wish it wasn't the case. I think that can be changed. It's not like someone is stupid and then they're stupid forever. No, it's like you're acting stupid. You have a stupid way of thinking. The only way to change that is to change the way that you think. The only way to change the way you think is to change the things that you ingest, that you read, that you listen to, that you watch. And a lot of people are not concerned about that. A lot of people are not interested in that for whatever reason. Maybe it's just things are difficult. People have other things on their mind. But I mean, aside from food and shelter, there's really nothing, not really more important than how you think. Even that comes first, probably, because if you change how you think, then you'll be in a better position to have, food and shelter. So, like, that should always come first, But it's crazy. Because you can think of a better way to, somewhere to sleep or better food to eat or something, more money to make. Like, without thinking, you have nothing. The only thing that separates us from animals is our ability to critically think at the level that we do. Nothing else is different. So, here we go, one apiece. I don't know what I was thinking. I'll go back to commentating these fights because these fights, I think, are important. If there's anything interesting here that you would like to know about to have a broader video, I'm playing now like competitive, where I'm not giving him chances because, you notice I haven't even done this ever yet in this series or the last. Even with one support, I wasn't really doing that. Or sorry, no support. Because he is playing like a complete jerk who doesn't want anything positive out of this experience. He's playing just to deny me from a positive experience, to deny any kind of meaning, and he's trying to win at all costs. Okay, that is what's going on. And see, that was the most perfect grab ever, because he didn't expect it, because he relied on his supports to win in the fight. But because I've done so much training, right, I don't even need supports to win a fight most of the time against most players. Of course, against the best of the best players, I could probably occasionally, like super occasionally, beat them with no support, but that will break them and they will cry, right? And they won't even believe that if I said that. But I know it's true. But I know it won't happen that often. So there's that, right? So once you reach that level, it's kind of like, why are you playing? Oh, did you get me? I thought he was going to get me there. So as you can see here, this is pretty difficult. We're both playing like a Storm 2 playstyle, where every little inch of everything, whether it's health, whether it's a support gauge, whether it's space, we're fighting for space, right? This is one of the most interesting things. If you've made it this far, you are very, very lucky, because this is a very rare situation where two skilled players are fighting for space. There we go. Look at how much damage I'm doing. Look at the health bar. Look at the health bar. Look, did you see that? Nothing, dude. He just lost the game by giving me that. Well, actually, not really, because this is actually a gambit that could work. I have to take all that damage. I had to do it. So this guy hated my guts, but he hated that I won. He hated how I won. And you know what? I really don't care. I still think that, and know that I was more skilled. I still acknowledge that he's skilled, but it's extremely boring. And he's not performing at the same level of skill that I am in these fights. And I have to do so much more. And when I have to do more, right, I have to do it in a way that the game allows me to do it. But this is then seen as either running or spamming or something. Interestingly enough, no one ever calls me a runner, which is kind of weird. I'm very surprised. But they call me I don't even know what they call me. Like, they'll say I'm abusing the grab or something. They can't say I'm abusing the Rasengan. You see that, right? Every single person could see that if I am or not. I don't. I play the game to combo, right? And to get to the point where I can combo, I need to waste subs. And this is how you do it. It's not like any other players are doing this, right? So I think some do at some level, but not like this. And the reason why I keep trying to explain this to you is that I can show you guys that this is how you should be doing it, and this is how you can do it, and this is a better way. And if you do this, it's good for you, I promise, and you will enjoy it. I don't know what else to say more about that, but if there's anything in this video that you want to elaborate on or something, let me know. I might make a video on it.